You've been chasing it for so long, haven't you? Happiness, like it's the destination, the proof you got life right. You've spent years arranging circumstances, collecting achievements, building the perfect conditions for joy to finally arrive and stay. But here's what nobody tells you. Happiness was never meant to stay. It's not that happiness is bad. It's that you've been treating a visitor like a foundation. Happiness is weather. It rolls in, lights up everything, then moves on. And every time it leaves, you think you did something wrong. You think you failed. But what if the whole game was rigged from the start? Peace is different. Peace doesn't ask for perfect circumstances. It doesn't require winning or getting or becoming. Peace is what remains when happiness walks out the door, when life gets hard, when nothing is going right, when you're not impressive or successful or even okay. Peace doesn't need you to be anything. It just needs you to be honest. And that's the shift. You've been chasing a feeling, but feelings are unreliable. They come and go like tides. You can't build a life on something that changes with the weather. Peace isn't a feeling. It's a foundation. It's the ground under your feet when everything else is shaking. The exhaustion you feel, that's what chasing happiness costs. You're running after something that moves faster than you do. Peace doesn't run, it waits. It's already here. You just have to stop long enough to notice. Here's the truth nobody mentions. You can't be happy all the time, but you can be at peace with everything. Every expectation of constant joy you release makes space for something that actually lasts. You've spent years trying to be the positive one, the grateful one, the one who radiates light, and it's killing you. Because you're performing contentment, not living it. What if you just stopped? What if you admitted that some days are hard and you're still okay? That you're not happy right now and that's not a crisis? What if peace meant telling the truth instead of maintaining the image? Stop asking, what will make me happy? Start asking, what brings me peace? When you're not performing, when no one's watching. What actually calms you? What makes you feel like yourself? What would you choose if happiness wasn't the metric? Those answers, those are what you really need. Not the peaks, not the highlights, the steady ground. And what if peace isn't exciting? Good. Excitement is another form of chasing. Happiness doesn't have to feel like fireworks. Sometimes it's just not feeling like you're drowning. Sometimes it's just being okay with a Tuesday. You're so busy trying to feel happy that you miss the fact that you could just feel steady. Peace doesn't promise you the high. It promises you won't shatter in the low. And that's worth more than you think. Acceptance isn't giving up on happiness. It's understanding that happiness is a guest, not a resident. It will come. It will go. And being okay with that, that's peace. Working with the rhythm instead of fighting it. You used to think a good life meant being happy. But what if it means being unshaken? Even when you're sad. Even when things are hard. Especially then. Here's the irony. The moment you stop chasing happiness, you actually feel it more. Because you're not desperate. You're not white-knuckling joy. You're just here. And presence is where real joy lives anyway. Everyone's so busy pursuing happiness that nobody's experiencing peace. But peace is what carries us. Happiness is the spark. Peace is the light that stays on when the spark fades. Happiness dances. Peace holds. You need both. But you can only build on one. Will you have hard days? Yes. And that's okay. Because peace doesn't promise easy. It promises steady. It promises that even in the storm, there's a stillness inside you that nothing can touch. Not the circumstances, not the outcomes, not the feelings. The stillness stays. You've wasted years trying to prove you're okay by looking happy, trying to convince others, trying to convince yourself, and it's left you hollow. What if you'd rather be peaceful and real than happy and fake? What if you'd rather be steady in the dark than shining for an audience? That takes courage. But you know what takes more courage? Staying in a performance that's killing you, chasing a feeling that keeps slipping through your fingers. How do you know when to let go? You feel it. There's this weight. this constant scramble, like you're running on fumes pretending you're full. And you tell yourself it's normal, it's life, it's fine. But there's a difference between effort that grounds you and effort that empties you, between challenge that deepens you and pressure that cracks you open. Your body knows. Listen, you've been ignoring it, haven't you? Because listening means admitting that happiness isn't the answer. Not wrong, just not enough. Not sustainable, and that's okay. We all chase happiness. We all believe the lie that feeling good is the goal, but it's not. The goal is being okay when you don't feel good. That's peace. That's what actually matters. When you let go of happiness as the target, when you stop measuring your life by how you feel, everything softens. Not easier like simple, easier like you're finally building on bedrock instead of sand. Like you belong in your own life again, even on the worst days. You already have access to peace. You just have to stop running long enough to find it. Stop trying to feel a certain way. Stop judging yourself by your emotional weather. Peace is already here, already waiting, already yours. Not because you've achieved anything, not because you figured it out, just because you're willing to be present, willing to be honest, willing to stop pretending, even with all the mess, especially with all the mess. Happiness runs from mess. Peace sits in it. Peace says, this is hard, and I'm still here. And that's all we've ever really needed. Not to feel good all the time, just to know we'll be okay when we don't. That's the difference. That's everything.